Hey, hi, hello, what is going on? Back with another episode of experimentation on a thrift store, Kendama, which I've got right here. If my energy is a little teeny weeny bit low, I'm still kind of feeling the effects of, my second dose. But yeah, let's get right to it. So the main event today is going to be absolutely violating the bevel of this thrift store Frankenstein Kendama with a 25-cent piece right here, a nice quarter. If you're not filled in on the know-how, the reason a lot of kendama players like to quarter their bevel like this is because, you know, when a kendama is fresh, the bevel is like super sharp and it makes spike tricks like a little bit difficult because, you know, it can't smooth in there easily or whatever. So by rubbing a standard 25-cent quarter inside of the bevel back and forth all day, you can kind of round out that bevel and it makes it a lot easier to spike tricks. But before we get to do that to Frankie, I also want to do something else, or at least attempt to do something else, which is very simple, just gluing up the spike, which I've made a whole video about gluing the spike, so you know the whole reason why people do that. But the reason it's going to be kind of experimental is because the last time that I used a little teeny weeny tube of crazy wazy glue was about a month or two ago. And if you've ever used those little crazy glue dinky packages before, you know, you use like just a drop, you put it in your drawer, and then the whole thing turns into a solid rock. So this time I tried to pack it up in a nice brand new Ziploc bag and rip it all up. But you can see here, it's kind of had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle experimentation going on inside there. I don't know what all this is from, some chemical reaction in the bag, but the tube is like tiny bit soft, I think. So I'm just gonna see if I can squeeze a little bit of glue out of this and salvage a little bit of that before I get to destroying the bevel with the quarter. I'll make sure to show you guys exactly how the bevel looks before and then after I quarter it, and yeah, we'll see if it really does anything. All right, we've got all our tools. Let's go to the desk. And by to the desk, meaning, oh God, we're just gonna turn this right around. All right, so we're here at a bit of a different angle than usual, trying something else different because it was so difficult before trying to use my hands, getting around the microphone and all that stuff. So hopefully Frankie boy here is front and center and we can get right to business. Like I said, the first thing we're gonna do is try to dissect this horrid looking bag of crazy glue. So let's just see if we can salvage any glue out of here. This might go by real quick if it's just a solid block in there, but we'll give it a try regardless. You can see I put like a thumbtack in it to try to like keep the air out, but I'm assuming that's just gonna be glued right in. Yeah, I think we've super glued it shut. Oh, I saw liquid. Okay, yeah, let's see if any glue is going to be coming out of here. There was glue in the tip. There was moisture in the tip for sure. I can't even squeeze it because I think like 90% of it is rock solid. But I'm getting some... Maybe that's just right what was in the nozzle. Let's see if I can untwist this. Oh yeah, that's coming off. Okay, let's see if anything comes out of this tube now. Okay, I'll just try to do it right onto the spike. My pretty much standard procedure is just put glue on the spike and then use a nice little homemade paper brush to brush it on there. So we'll just try to do that. Oh, that is a lot of glue. That's 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 a lot of glue. Okay, brush. Oh, it's getting in there now. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I might have to do a couple other damas now, knowing that it's not solid glue. Okay, let's go a little bit slower this time, a little less glue, a little bit on there, and brush. The paper does a pretty decent job of spreading the glue around nicely if, you know, you're looking for a method to apply your own glue. Oh boy, it's too early in the morning, but okay. Frankie boy is freaking looking sharp, pun intended. Absolutely. There we go. Okay, now now we're happy with that. Let me close this up because I might sauce a little bit more of that glue on some of the other damas after we finish what we're doing here. Oh no, don't stick. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put that aside for now and get back to the main event. Like I said, absolutely physically violating the bevel of this kendama with a quarter. And I've actually gone and diversified. I've got an American quarter and a Canadian quarter, which they're like the exact same, but you know, diversity. The thing with the quarter too is that I don't know, like the focus on this is kind of busted, but you know, it's got like the ridges on the side, so that could help to really smooth out that bevel. So we're just gonna give it a try. I mean, there's not gonna be much to see here. I'll show you like if there's like a pile of sawdust or something at the very end, then I'll show you that for sure. But I'm gonna be, you know, pretty firm pressure, just grinding out this bevel, and I'll try to make sure it can focus in and give you a good look at the bevel before. Yeah, one of these days I should really figure out how to use this camera, but hopefully that gave you a decent look at the bevel. And yeah, now we're gonna get to the destruction. I've been quartering my bevel. Me. Oh, I'm kind of breaking a sweat here. I will show you something interesting, kind of the difference between this and if I can reach like a typical other kendama bevel. So with this is like a sweets kendama. I don't know, I struggled to find that name, but you see the quarter like can't even get past like the outer rim, right? So if you were quartering it, you'd be like increasing the size of this outer rim. But with Frank here, this outer rim is pretty large, but it goes in at such a sharp angle that the quarter is like meeting the bevel, like, how can I show you this? Like on this inside rim. So it's not contacting this outside rim, it's contacting this inside rim, and that's what I'm kind of grinding away at. I don't know, it's interesting. Alright, we're kind of going against the grain here. I've got a nickel and I've got a dime. I told you this was for experimentation, so that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm finding that the quarter is kind of just, like, it's definitely roughing it up a bit, but it's kind of just running against the wood now, like it's already fit to the shape of the quarter. So if I want to kind of taper the bevel a bit in more, I'm going to go with something smaller, being a nickel, see what that does, and then even smaller with a dime, and that can kind of like like build a little upside down party hat into the bevel, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, the dime is doing damage. I don't know if you can see the dust, but the dime fits into that inner bevel rim very nicely, and it's also got the kind of ridgy edges. I don't know why nickels don't have ridgy edges. Where's a nickel? If you work at Canadian Mint, let me know, why do dimes and nickels, or dimes and quarters, have ruffle edges but nickels don't? I need to know. Also, why aren't loonies circles? They're like 9 hexagons. And I'm pretty sure toonies have like half ripple and half not ripple, and it kind of alternates. Dig it up, oh, dig it up, oh. If you haven't watched Holes, what a great movie, and a great soundtrack too. Whew, okay, the hand is cramping up, so I think we'll call it time there. We've definitely softened up the bevel a bit. Let me get rid of some of these kind of wood burrs that are in there, and then I'll give you a look, and maybe we'll give it a little test. Alright, so I kind of just used my thumbnail to smooth out the like little splinters and burrs of wood in there. You're not going to be able to see it too well here. Oh yeah, maybe you can. Can you see that? Okay, I think I'll just take a picture of it and show you, like right here. Oh, magic. It definitely softened up a lot. It's not like, you know, a total smooth slope upside down party hat like I was talking about, but it's definitely smoothed out. I'm gonna say if you want to try to rough up and, you know, kind of hone in your bevel, experiment with different coins, because for this bevel in particular, the quarter wasn't doing too much, but the dime came in and really softened things up. So that's what I'd recommend. Also, Frankenstein has the nice sharp point tip from the super glue there. Might have to go super glue some other doms right now, but that concludes episode 2. We are slowly turning this guy into a machine. Glued tip, nice broken in quartered bevel. That's how you quarter a bevel if you want to do it. This is what the final product looks like. That should be it. Next time, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Got a couple things planned for this guy, so stick around. Have a good rest of your day.